Hi, goedemiddag wereld. Ik is Peterson. Ik is vanmiddag hier zo in Igoli. I'm here in Igoli this afternoon. And we are here looking at the devastation that happened in the area last night. And from the communication that we've seen, it has been quite a severe tragedy that hit this rather big community. And I'm going to try and share some of the facts with you that transpired during this altercation now. And obviously there is a lot that can be said with regards to disaster and disaster management, especially with regards to the fact that I have mentioned numerous times and at numerous occasions that Drakenstein does not have a disaster management system. However they want to tell us that they have a disaster management, we know that their disaster management is the fire department, and there is no coordinated effort from all these departments to work together and enable the community to get coordinated assistance from, say, the fire department, the traffic department, the police, and other emergency services, law enforcement, all of that. We do know that they have a DSSN network where all of these services are now supposed to be coordinated, but then again, one can also now question the ability of this network to do their job, given the fact that they still need to pick up the phone and being a part of that network. I know they will sometimes get back to you and say they cannot get hold of Paarl East Police Station, that type of thing. So there's no real direct line or responsible people, from what I gather, to make sure that when a disaster strikes like this one, that the necessary help gets to the necessary people. So as you can see, people are already at work, and they are busy finding a temporary solution for them just to be able to have a place to sleep tonight, or maybe just secure their grounds, because we know that expropriation without compensation is also a reality here. Because if someone can build their building bigger and take some of your ground, that's also something that can happen. So the reason why I'm here this afternoon is hundreds of people were left homeless last night with a fire that started around 12:20, and emergency services were contacted. Now, from communication that was posted in social media, the Drakenstein farm was also alerted to that, and they've been given a strict instruction from the fire chief, the newly appointed fire chief, that they should not get involved with Drakenstein fires. This is considered a Drakenstein municipality fire because it's residential, and they can only respond to clients that pays for their services rented, and that would be farmers surrounding the area. Nou, hierdie brand het 20:12 begin. Drakenstein het uitgekom na die brand toe, en bronne wat naby die toneel was op daai stadium het gesê dat ervare bronne dat Drakenstein eerstens aan die verkeerde kant van die brand gereageer het, omdat hulle nie die regte rigting gehad het in terme van hoe om die brand effektief te benader. Nou, dit is 'n fout wat enigeen kan maak, want ons weet mos nou nie wat is die oorsprong en waar het brande begin nie, en straatname kan ook soms 'n kwessie wees. So, maar wat toe nou bietjie meer problematies was rondom hierdie spesifieke brand is dat omdat daar nou 'n streng instruksie was dat die Drakensberg Farm Watch wat die voertuie het en die hulpbronne het en ligte voertuie het en meer voertuie beskikbaar het met pompe op, kon hulle die brand van verskillende angles aftek, maar gegee die myne is groter as joune kompetisie tussen Drakensberg munisipaliteit en die Farm Watch mag die Farm Watch toe nie gereageer het nie. Gevolglik het die brand besprei en honderde strukture is verwoes. Nou in 'n verklaring het die Drakensberg munisipaliteit gesê dat hulle het toe die hulp van Stellenbosch munisipaliteit ingeroep. Nou uit 'n regsoogpunt is dit natuurlik die regte ding om te doen. Maar die realiteit wat ons moet besef is dat in 'n brand is tyd ons grootste vyand. Julle was van die feit dat ek al gestaan het op 'n toneel waar ten minste 13 strukture binne 7 minute totaal verwoes het en dit was dan ook die reaksietyd van die Drakensberg brandweer wat baie goed was na daardie spesifieke brand toe. Nou gisteraand het moes die hulp van die Stellenbosch munisipaliteit ingeroep word om hulp te verleen in hierdie scenario en dit is natuurlik nou 'n kwessie van nog 'n 45 minute. Nou Drakensberg beweer dat hulle was binne 30 minute op die toneel gewees, maar kom ons wees dit nou realisties dat dit is ons ook nou nie Ferraris waarmee hierdie ouens ry nie, dis 'n gewone brandtrok. Nou kom ons stap net so 'n bietjie terug. In a statement the Drakensberg municipality says the following: Wellington fire claims woman's life. A fire that erupted in Newry, Wellington shortly after midnight this morning claimed the life of a woman. According to them, destroyed about 200 informal structures and left many destitute. Drakensberg municipality's fire and rescue services were at the scene a couple of minutes after the fire was reported to the municipality and activated the firefighting services of Stellenbosch municipality, which according to them arrived 30 minutes later. Altogether 5 pumpers and 3 bushfire vehicles were on the scene. Despite a howling southeaster wind, firefighting crews extinguished it's supposed to be extinguished the fire, but they distinguished the fire at around 5 this morning and are now damping down the remaining hotspots. This was when they released this statement. The municipality extends its condolences to the family of the woman who passed away. The municipality further expresses its disappointment with members of the community who tried to stab a Stellenbosch firefighter and slash the fire engine's pipe. The help of the South African Police Service had to be called in to protect the firefighters and enable them to do their work. Disaster relief is currently being coordinated for the affected residents. The municipality will keep the community updated. Now, I want to just ponder on this point of the tikkopper, that because it was actually just confirmed by one of the residents, guys, please. It was actually just confirmed by one of the residents that some of the scoundrels actually slashed the pipes and caused the problem for the firefighters, and obviously the police had to intervene. En dit was natuurlik nou net vir die aluminium van hierdie pype wat natuurlik hier gebruik is om die brand te blus. Nou die Drakensberg munisipaliteit het intussen hulle statement opgevolg en 'n tweede verklaring uitgereik. Nou ons weet nie wat dit nou in die praktyk beteken nie. They say that emergency funds has been released to assist the victims of the Wellington fire. Councillor Stephen Korabi, Executive Mayor of Drakensberg Municipality, and Dr. Johan Leibrand, City Manager, have taken a decision to immediately make emergency funds available to assist people who have been affected by the Wellington fire that claimed a woman's life and destroyed about 200 structures amid a howling southeaster in the early hours of the morning. The municipality's engineering services, solid waste management and housing teams are currently clearing the area. Together with a gift of givers, the municipality is coordinating disaster relief for the victims. People who would like to donate non-perishable items for those affected can do so by dropping them off at the fire department in Berg River Boulevard. Now, in reality, saying all of these that funds have been released really means nothing to a person on the ground that has no place to sleep last night. So we would want to understand what the actual relief is. What I do see is, or what I did see is, as entering the area, is that the whole law enforcement and members of the municipality are gathered at the Colibri Hall at the entrance of the area. So that is all good and well. But my question is there not something physical that can be done here in assisting with the erection, with the clearing, as opposed to having 100 security guards looking after the hall and any assistance that may be given there? So dit is regtig 'n geval van hier is baie aan die gebeur en die gaan nog baie gebeur. Die vraag is aan gemeenskap, wat gaan ons doen om hierdie gemeenskapslede te help? 'n laaste hoek wat ek dalk net wil gee rondom hierdie aangeleenthede is natuurlik 'n post deur die Drakensberg Farm Watch en Paul, since they approached 1985 last night around 26 minutes past 12, the DFW received numerous reports of a fire in Dietman Street, Wellington. The DFW commander reported immediately 027 via the municipal DSSA network, which I refer to Drakensberg Fire and Rescue for them to respond via WhatsApp, which was acknowledged. Allegedly, foul fire later had 2 pumpers on site. Then again, calls were received that the fire grew exponentially, but sadly no assistance was requested by the authorities from the DFW, who have fire trucks and tankers on standby. 30 minutes now into a raging inferno, allegedly fully out of control, and a tanker and a pumper all the way from Stellenbosch fire arrived. The inferno lasted till 5 this morning. Some reports say 7 o'clock this morning from people here on the scene, whereby allegedly and sadly at least one person lost her life. One fireman got stabbed and fire alarms were cut by panicking residents. More correctly, so actually, Tikkopper. Lots of damages, life lost, injuries sustained, and the community is devastated by their loss and infuriated by the lack of resources. In the past, not so long ago, the DFW assisted successfully in 3 startup informal settlement fires with our tankers and trucks. But the recent refusal for assistance from the new municipal fire chief regarding the need for auxiliary locally based services like the DFW Fire and Rescue NPC to engage or to assist was wavered, or as the statement read, that he had all the resources and capabilities in-house and no need for so-claimed unworthy supplements by the DFW. So that's part of the statement, and that is very concerning, because at the end of the day, none of us are saying that the woman could have been alive should the DFW. I'm not at all saying that, but we do know that the level of devastation would have been smaller. I'm willing to say that, because more resources, more eyes on the fire, more hands, more water, that would have made a more remarkable difference in terms of the fire devastation to community. Ons sien mense stap hier rond, mense is moedeloos. Sommige weet nie wat om te gaan, wat om te doen. Ons besef dat almal wat hier bly is nie noodwendig gesinne nie. Hier's enkel mammies wat nie eens 'n werk het nie, wat nou vanaand nie eens weet waartoe hulle gaan nie, en wie se kinders nou weer Dinsdag in die skool moet wees. So kom laat ons hande by mekaar. Die DFW het hulle self beskikbaar gestel, die brandweer het hulle self beskikbaar gestel, En ek dink jy kan seker daar by die Kolibri saal ook stop en vra waar jy die nodige hulp kan afgee. Maar kom, laat ons in ons massas optree en laat ons 'n verskil kom maak hierso in die Igoli community, in die Newrest community, hier in die Wellington gemeenskap, en dat ons dan so ons hulp kom aanbied en aan mense se lewens red en se situasie net kom beter maak. Dis Ergens Peterson vir It's Breaking News. I'm here in a Newrest Igoli area where hundreds of shacks were destroyed and even more so people lost everything, and a woman lost her life during a fire that raged from 12:30 last night and was only brought under control early hours of this morning. Baie dankie aan die manne van die brandweer vir die goeie werk wat hulle doen. Ons weet die manne op die grond is nie die probleem nie, daar die probleme lê by die kop wat te trots is om te sê, laat ons al die hulp kry vir ons mense in plaas van om te sê ons het alles, maar dan wag ons 40 minute vir 'n trok uit Stellenbosch om 'n brand te kon blus wat al reeds buite die brand. Ek is Peterson vir EJ Breaking News.